Welcome to the Clarity 16.1 Supportability and Feature Training Session. My name's Catherine Ellis and I'm a Product Manager with Clarity. Clarity 16.1 Simplified Scheduling for Project Tasks. What's new? Simplified Scheduling for Project Tasks. Within a tentative schedule mode, the project manager can shift a single task, adjusting the dates or the duration of the task with an option to automatically shift dependent successor tasks. Why is this important? For the simplified scheduling of project tasks, this is requested through our Customer Innovation Program. Currently, the project manager can use the Task Grid Bulk Edit action to manually select tasks and update dates, but this is not very efficient. This new enhancement will automatically move successor-dependent tasks and provide a visualization of the changes before updating the project plan. In the project task timeline, the action items have been reordered in Release 16.1. Using the new Create Tentative Schedule action allows the project manager to perform simplified scheduling for changing dates and duration of tasks without using auto-schedule. The manager can place the project into a tentative schedule mode from either the auto-schedule or the new Create Tentative Schedule action. Once the project is in this mode, a new toggle option is available for shifting dependent successor tasks the same number of days forward or backwards for the movement of the selected task. Simplified scheduling is not the same as auto-schedule. However, after generating a new schedule, the project is placed in tentative schedule mode. From this mode, the user can use the Auto Shift Successors toggle to shift specific tasks and the dependencies. In the following demonstration, you'll see how tasks can be moved using the bar on the timeline or through direct update to the start, finish, or duration fields in the columns. All successor tasks will be moved the same number of days, including the dependent external tasks. It does not matter what type of successor dependency has been defined. The most common dependency is finish to start, but there are three other types: start to start, finish to finish, and start to finish. The movement of the tasks may be impacted by stock internal business rules, and when the updated schedule is published, the final outcome may yield some adjustments to the plan. Reference Knowledge Base Article 217791 for details on the different rules for start and finish dates on tasks and investments. In the following demonstration, we'll see how Dana Lewis can manage her project to simply move a few tasks, and all dependent tasks will shift automatically. She can visually view the outcome and optionally export the comparison to a PDF before publishing the changes. Our portfolio and project manager, Dana Lewis, is excited to learn about the new enhancement in 16.1 for shifting tasks and having the successor tasks also shift the same number of days. The PMO team calls it simplified scheduling. Sometimes she just needs to push out a set of tasks by a few days or weeks, and it has been a bit cumbersome to do it in the past. We'll go into a new project for which Dana is planning and show you what she can do with this new feature. Logging into the system as Dana and navigating into the project workspace, we can see that Dana's working on a new project. You can see that she has quite a nice schedule going on here. And you can see that she has a sub-project with an external task, finish to start. She has some start to start dependencies, and the most common finish to start and the finish to finish. And she doesn't have the most uncommon one, which is finish to start. So there are different dependencies, but as long as there are dependencies of any type, when we shift the tasks, we'll be able to shift all the dependencies. So when we look at the action menu, which is the items have been reordered, and at the top now we see this new one called Create Tentative Schedule. and we see the auto schedule. The auto schedule and the create tentative schedule both have this new feature. So let's take a quick look at auto schedule before we dive into all the full details. I want to show you the auto schedule because it has this new option. We're not going to go into details on how auto schedule works in this session, but we'll just create a new auto schedule. You can see that it puts it in a tentative schedule mode. The auto shift successor toggle is now here and it's off by default. And you can see the tasks are rescheduled based on doing the auto schedule algorithms. And so the project manager can turn on the toggle, and when they do that, the functionality will work to move anything that has a dependent task. It'll move those items. So let's discard this and actually go into the tentative schedule mode and do it from there. This is the main use case where you want to keep your schedule plan the way it is, but you just want to move a few tasks. So when you go into this tentative schedule mode, you can see the shadow bars of the original dates of these tasks. It shows you original start and finish and duration. And you can manually move tasks and they will move. And you can see the differences. Because Dana has access to edit this subproject, she can affect changes to that as well. And if you look at this, she has an external dependency from this task that goes to this one in the subproject. So this is a successor task to this task. And then this task also has another successor and it goes down to this one. So if we were to move this one, it will impact both the internal tasks and the external tasks. So let's move this out. And now you can see it moved the tasks in the subproject and in the master project as well. The other thing that you can do is we just moved the bar itself, just to move it and keep the duration intact. Another thing you can do is move a task with the start date. You can move the start date and it will keep the duration and push the finish date out. And you can see that it moved this one and its dependent task for the milestone, but it did not move the predecessors. So now if you want to move the predecessors, you can move them, and this one will move relative to the number of days that these move. So for example, if I wanted to move the first one 7 days forward, it will move that and all the others and keep them in relative movement. It just moves them by the number of days that has been moved. If you drag, I showed you the start date. If we drag the finish date, it actually changes the duration. So we see that this one is 16 days. If we change the finish date inward, it changes the duration to 13. If I change it to go forward, it'll increase the duration and it'll move the dependent task as well. It changed it to 21 days. The other thing that you should know is dependency lines do not have to be shown in order for them to be impacted by this change. For example, we have this one here in this phase above, and then we have another phase and we have this one. So if we collapse this phase, you'll notice that this dependency line will disappear because it's not seen where the connected is. But if I move this forward, you'll see when we expand construction phase that that task has moved forward, and there was its original date, and this one had its original date there. So you can change the dates using relative plus minus number of days on the start and finish. You can change the duration itself. So here, if I change the duration here to 10 working days, it'll expand the task to cover 10 working days, and it'll move the dependent tasks as well. The other thing that you can do before you publish this is to get an export to PDF. So let's show our legend, and let's export it out to PDF. And what's really nice is with this new release, having this auto shift as well, you can see you've got the tentative schedule banner, and if you've had some rows that were collapsed, they're retained as being collapsed, and you can see the entire project plan with the changes that you're going to propose before you actually publish it. And you might want to save this off, download it, and save it. And then you can publish it or you can discard it. We won't publish it because we don't want to affect Dana's project at this time, but she can go ahead and log in and do these changes herself now that she knows how to auto shift the successor tasks or do simplified scheduling. Thank you for watching this demonstration. This concludes the investment updates section. Thank you.